Extreme Rules is usually a fun event to watch as it features a ton of matches with a lot of different stipulations for each. This year's event took place in front of a rowdy Chicago crowd. So how did it turn out? Allow me to explain. The first match of the event was on the kickoff show and it featured Wade Barrett taking on the former NXT champ, Neville. This was a solid match and it really made Neville look good as he continues to get over with fans who do not watch NXT on a regular basis. Neville won the match after hitting Barrett with his fantastic Red Arrow. The next match was also the first official bout on the pay-per-view card. It featured Dean Ambrose taking on Luke Harper in a street fight. This was a very fun match and they brawled in the backstage area before driving away from the arena in a car. They returned to the arena after the Tag Team Championship match and continued the brawl there. Ambrose finally picked up a win on pay-per-view by pinning Harper after hitting him with a Dirty Deeds DDT. Up next was the Kiss My Arse match between Dolph Ziggler and Sheamus. This match was pretty good and it ended when Ziggler won when he pulled out a win, pardon the pun, from his behind. However, Sheamus hit Ziggler with a low blow and a bro kick after and made Ziggler kiss his behind instead. I could see these two locking horns again before Sheamus eventually moves on to the Intercontinental Champion, Daniel Bryan. What followed was a Tag Team Championship match between the New Day and the champs, Cesaro and Tyson Kidd. This match was incredible and it featured a lot of cool spots. New Day shocked the crowd and myself when they picked up the win over Cesaro and Kidd to gain the Tag Team Championships. I hope this feud is far from over as these two teams had a fantastic match together and I really like both of them, especially now that New Day is finally heel. Up next was the United States Championship Russian chain match between Rusev and John Cena. This match was good and ended when Cena was able to touch all four corners of the ring before Rusev. During the match, however, Rusev sent Lana to the back, meaning that these two are destined to part ways, with Lana potentially becoming a face in the Divas division. What followed was the Divas Championship match between Naomi and Nikki Bella. This was a solid match that really proved that Naomi is poised to be one of the best in the women's division. Nikki retained her title, however, following interference from her sister. I think this rivalry will continue and that somehow Paige will get involved. The last man standing match between Roman Reigns and The Big Show was next, and it was a very fun bout to watch. They destroyed tables and barricades and had the crowd on their feet. The ending, however, was a bit lackluster, as Reigns pinned Big Show underneath an announce table to make Reigns the last man standing. This was the exact same way Alberto Del Rio defeated Big Show in a last man standing match a few years ago. Hopefully, these two wrestlers move on to other opponents as I did not really find their feud too exciting. The main event steel cage match for the WWE Championship was next, as Randy Orton and Seth Rollins battled it out in a WrestleMania 31 grudge match, with Kane playing the role of Zool. It was a very entertaining match with some cool spots, and Kane had a rampage in the cage that reminded me of his debut in the Hell in a Cell match at Bad Blood 1997. Rollins picked up the win after hitting Orton with an RKO and escaping from the cage first, despite the move being banned. It will be interesting to see how this story plays out on TV over the next few weeks. In conclusion, Extreme Rules was a good pay-per-view with some really good matches. In my opinion, the Tag Team Championship was the best, and my favorite wrestler, Dean Ambrose, finally picked up a win on pay-per-view. It was a fun event to watch that set the stage for WWE programming as it heads into its summer storylines.